Koby, how does it feel? Get your first start and then have a pretty good game, good performance after all that?
It feels good, man. Thanks to the man above, but at the end of the day, I'm just going out there and I'm trying to do what I do every day, just bring positive energy to the team and do whatever's asked from me. So.
Between you starting, Trent and Travis getting in the mix, all those different rotations, what does it say about this team right now that you can get into an ugly game like that, hunker down, and even with different rotations, come out the other side?
Yeah, we have a lot of guys, and any given night, anybody's capable of, coming out there and doing what they have to do. So it's always good to, have guys like that come into the game and have an impact just throughout the season, let them keep learning and having experiences and stuff like that. So I think it was really good for them to get out there and just for us to have different lineups. You never know when things are going to go down. Like, unfortunately, we didn't have Lamont today, and you never know what's going to happen throughout the course of the season, so you want to be able to rely on different lineups.
For you kind of being the de facto six-man on this team for the first couple of games, do you prep differently knowing that you're going to get a start? How do you kind of go into it?
No, I go through everything the same. I had to ask them a couple questions because I've never started here, just about how they do the lineups and everything, the introductions and all that. So, but everything else is the same. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. We're going out there and we're just playing and doing what we love. So.
Has anyone prepped you for U of L and just how big of a rivalry game that is?
We still haven't started talking about it, but I think that's something that throughout the summer and even throughout the year, we all know that it's just a really big game. That's something that we all been waiting for, and I'm super excited that it's finally here because it's something that I definitely want to be a part of. So I think it's going to be history in the making for sure.
It seems like three-point shooting, something obviously you do very well, has been that last little X factor that you guys have been looking for consistency. And to see that stretch you guys had in the second half tonight, how can you build on that for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I think we're a team, we shoot the ball really, really well. But at the end of the day, there's so many other things that we do well that even when that's not going too well for us, we're still able to win games, And I think maybe the last couple of games we haven't shot the ball the way that we're supposed to or that we have been. But we've been able to show other things that we're really good at and how we can still win a game even when things aren't really going our way.
What was the mood like in the halftime locker room when you guys had a pretty slim lead there, Koby?
Yeah, we all knew, going in, we all have talked before coaches come in and stuff, and we all knew that the energy just wasn't right for us a little bit. We all knew that it was just going to be on us today to, kind of lead the way and, do what we have to do, stay true to ourselves, We have to live up to our standard, and that's something that was talked a lot about in halftime, and I think that in the second half we did do a better job, but that's something that, I feel like a lot of teams in games like this, they kind of fold a little bit. We had a really big game that we won, and coming into, playing a school that's maybe not so big, teams started to take it a little lightly, but that's the good thing about having veterans in this group. We understand that every game is important, and, I think we bounced back really well in the second half.
I think, of course, Jackson has done an awesome job trying to take over the point guard position. Credit to him and Travis coming in off the bench has also helped us a lot as well. And so, but it's really hard for a team to replicate Lamont's ability to just disrupt kind of what's going on. And so, of course, we want him back as soon as possible. Of course, at no risk of anything for the rest of the season. So, we're confident in him getting back onto the court and really, making an impact for us like he always has.
Do you guys understand the rivalry game, the Louisville, how much that means to the fans and everything like that?
Yeah, I think I'll talk about the TBT game was kind of a great way for us to kind of get the first feel of really the rivalry. Of course, it's a lot of us being in college basketball, been part of other rivalry games before, but there's nothing quite like the Louisville-Kentucky rivalry game, and we saw that even in a bunch of older guys trying to go at it. So, it's going to be a super special game on Saturday. We're super excited, and to really get the first feel in person, us actually being able to play in that game will be awesome.
Andrew, physically, how did you guys feel, or how did you feel, I guess, personally, going for yourself? After last week with the crazy travel, the 2 super late-night flights, Sunday evening, afternoon, What are you feeling like?
It's really hard to – I felt like I was fully adjusted to West Coast time, even in those 1 day and a half or whatever it was. and I would probably say my concept of time is not really great either. So, coming back, I've just tried to, got back early in the morning sometime and got to sleep for a little while, but then I didn't want to nap a whole bunch throughout the day and things like that. So just definitely took at least a day or two to fully get back to, kind of feeling right, feeling good, not just a little sluggish and things like that for us. So, the travel definitely, took a toll probably on everybody, but, I think at this point we're kind of all settled back in, which is good.
Yeah, your rank number.
Be the biggest thing for me, and just like I said, just moving my feet on the defensive end. So,
how practical is it for this team to experience adversity for the long-term scope of the team?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's better to have this adversity now against teams like this rather than later in the season when you don't really have that much room for error. So it's great for us. We've overcame a lot of it last game, this game. So we're just gonna keep going and just keep pushing through. So.
I'm sure you're trying to develop your game throughout the whole season, but is there anything like you change game by game, or like really try and focus on game by game or anything like that?
Yeah, something I always I base my games off if I have turnovers. If I don't have turnovers, that's a good game for me, regardless of anything else. How many shots I've missed, that don't really matter to me. It's just protecting the ball. So that's something I measure my game on. No problem.